Hey y'all, it's Stephanie. This is Wrestling Color Podcast. What's going on? I'm on the podcast blitz. It's still COVID cooking. Why not? Hey, I love doing it. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on notification. Make sure you do all those things. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for jumping in the comments, for subscribing, for being supportive. As always, thank you. So make sure we keep the conversation going. Make sure you're out there wearing your mask and be mindful if you're protesting. Keep it alive. Keep asking for what is right. I'm not going to go deep into that. I have a Black Lives Matter video if you want to get into that. Activism and wrestling. So what we talking about today? We talking about Nia Jax. We talking about Miss Nia Jax. Let's dive into Nia, shall we? Quick information on Miss Nia Jax. Her name is Savelina Fenane. Listen, I ain't say I knew how to pronounce it. Okay. She is Australian-born American professional wrestler and a model, former model. She is Nia Jax in the ring. She's 36 years old. She graduated from Palomar College. Dwayne Johnson's her cousin, y'all, and his mom is always at the big pay-per-views when she is wrestling. She is a part of the Anna Y dynasty. She's 6 foot tall. She's billed at 272 pounds out of San Diego, California. She debuted in 2015. Her early life, she was born in Australia, raised in Hawaii. She had a lot of nice scenery around her. She's Samoan and German. The Rock is her cousin. Her father, Joseph Fanani, was the first cousin of Pia Maravilla. She lived in San Diego and attended Carlsbad High School. She went to Palomar College, where she played college basketball, and she was a plus-size model. She was in NXT from 2014 to 2016, so it was about 2 years. She was in various storylines during those years, and she debuted on Raw in 2017. Since then, she was paired with Tamina. No, Tamina is not their real cousin, but, you know, they took her under her wing, and that's a part of the family. You know, it's cool. Paired with Tamina, who had an impressive little stint with Sasha Banks and Bayley for WrestleMania. It was cute. I thought she was going to win the belt. I did. I was like, give it to her. Then she blew her knees out, Nia Jax, and went on a 1-year hiatus, only to return on April 6, 2020, in an episode of Raw after WrestleMania. And she defeated Deonna Purrazzo in a squash match. From then on, she ended up in this match against Kairi Sane. Tiny Kairi Sane. She ended in a match. And for whatever reason, she's fucking this woman up. She just recently split her head open on some steps, threw her into the turnbuckle wrong to the point where they said no more buckle bombs. She fucking, broke Becky Lynch's face, but had she not punched the fuck out of Becky Lynch, we wouldn't have got that iconic photo of a bloody Becky Lynch being born and turned into who she is now. It was funny because Nia was upset that Ronda Rousey was ragdolling Alexa Bliss, who's her best friend, and she felt the need to speak up and say, you can't do that because Alexa's small and she can only do but so much. But for whatever reason, Alexa's the same size as Kairi Sane, and Nia Jax is tossing this woman around the ring as if, you know, she's a fucking sack of potatoes. She's ready to shred and make some wedges out of. So word on the street is after Backlash, where she goes up against Asuka for the WWE Championship, Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship, she's going to be put on the back burner for a while. They said, yeah, I guess they figure enough is enough. And after she goes through this, she's going to lose and fall to the mid card and just be there, you know, coming out. I'm not like most girls. You know. What to say about Nia Jax? Well, I think she was called up too fast. I think she needs to go back to the performance center and learn a thing or two about body mechanics. I think for someone who was on hiatus for a year and came back with absolutely no progression, no change, no nothing, she never was a seller. She never was that great on the mic. She was just big and lumbering. I mean, I'm not going to say she's as bad as Braun Strowman, but she's really teetering on that at this particular point. And the thing is, Nia Jax is a beautiful woman. But her style sucks. Her outfit's terrible. I mean, she needs to be revamped altogether. And I don't think she needs to be touching any more women until she can get herself together. Now, y'all had her get fucking RKO'd at the Survivor Series, but with the men. Won't y'all let her go after a men's championship with Charlotte and get them two bitches about our face? I don't understand what the problem is. Why not? I have not even seen Charlotte and Nia Jax wrestle? Probably not, because whenever they're on the TV, I turns it. Ooh. According to Ringside News, Nia reveals mental battle after causing Becky Lynch injury. Nia is regarded by some as someone who might need a refresher course since she keeps fucking up people. So she said she felt some kind of way after she punched Becky Lynch in the face and gave her concussion. Days before, she was supposed to have a very big match against Ronda Rousey. And because that punch in the face and that concussion put Becky Lynch on the back burner, we had to deal with Charlotte Flair and her bullshit. And that, and in turn, that main event at WrestleMania, the last WrestleMania where there was an audience before the plague hit, we had to deal with a lackluster performance from the gals. So she said, even before the surgery, I was going through a mental battle with myself with the whole Becky Lynch punch. That really got to me. So taking a year off to physically get prepared, I really dove into self-help. When you just dive into becoming such a strong performer in this incredible business, you lose your sense of self. And when you're injured, it starts to become a blur. That whole part of your life just stops and you feel like you've forgotten. You just don't know how to carry on with life afterwards. One could argue that the moment made Becky Lynch's career, and it's hard to deny, like I told you, that blood, and everybody was like, oh, hell yeah, because even I was like, oh, yeah, this is finna be great, and then, you know, they fucked all that up real quick. It was a difficult spot for Nia to be in after she caused that injury, and it didn't stop at Becky Lynch, and now we have a tiny woman like Kairi Sane getting folded and grounded and pounded for no fucking reason. So, this is what I have to say. I think Nia needs to take a break. I think Nia needs to go and you know, maybe she got some ring rust after that year off. I didn't really see much of what she was doing on her Instagram. And I think she needs to really reevaluate how she moves in the ring. And that's it. She needs to work on her character. She needs to be more captivating. Nothing about Nia Jax says, oh shit, Nia's on TV, come on. No, I mean, it's just like, it wasn't like when Naomi came back, everybody was like, yay, Naomi, ah! It was just like, Nia Jax is here. Okay. Well, let's get ready for her to break somebody's shit. I mean, who wants to have that kind of cloud hovered over your career? especially since you're The Rock's cousin. She's not living up to none of those expectations. So I think she needs to get some real therapy and talk to somebody about some things and get all that off her chest, and then come back a little bit more refreshed. I even think just a little bit of weight loss would also help with her knees, because if she got blowed out knees and she's still heavy like that, I know that shit hurts. I know that hurts. I think that would do a great service for everyone involved if Nia took Charlotte with her and they went off and fucking disappeared for a couple of weeks. Because honestly, when Nia left, fucking Tamina was doing her thing so good, I thought she was gonna win the belt. I don't really see Nia's purpose. She doesn't enhance talent and she doesn't enhance the show. So what the fuck is the point? I'm gonna leave it right there. You tell me what you think of Nia Jax. Hit the comments below. See you on the next one. Bye.